What's up, guys? Today I just wanted to sit back, relax, and talk about a little game called Loadout. But before I do, I think some apologies are in order. When it comes to uploading, things have been a little slow recently. January and February really haven't been the most fabulous start to the new year when it comes to the mass amount of uploads that I've treated you guys with in November and December, and I really apologize for that. I've just been getting over humps in different parts of my life that aren't exactly YouTube. So in the meantime, why don't we just take a look at Loadout? Loadout is a really cool third-person arena shooter, and I wanted to show off this game mode because it was really cool how we just completely turn around and come back here. It looks grim at the beginning, but if you keep watching, it gets pretty awesome. You can see I'm already getting my butt kicked, but for a long time, there was a special place in my heart for Team Fortress 2, the first-person shooter that was just so wacky but still so fair and fun that you really could have put it down most of the time. It was definitely one of my favorite games, and it took up the majority of my time back in 2011 to 2012. I even made a few videos on it. I mean, I suggest you check them out if you're interested in TF2, because I thought they were pretty good. But after about 2012, the summer 2012, the game really died down for me. There was just this overinflation of different cosmetics and items and just an overinflation of everything that sort of just influenced me to stop playing the game. Not only that, but an increase in servers that really weren't that great just sort of started popping up. My friends stopped playing, and just sort of, the servers just, it really bummed me out. There were so many servers that just weren't up to par. A lot of Valve servers were always full. It was just a mess to the point where I didn't want to play anymore. But now Loadout has been in beta since about 2012. It's been closed beta, but ever since about a few days ago, Loadout came out for free to play on Steam. And it's been really awesome. I got to try it out, and I've been really enjoying it, just because it sort of has that TF2 feel to it. Now, when it comes to gameplay standings, it's actually nothing like Team Fortress 2. It does share a few game modes like Capture the Point, or maybe even Capture the Flag in its own little variances. But it's still a completely different game in how it's a third-person shooter. There's no classes whatsoever. Loadout is all about the customizability of your weapons and changing them, so I was able to tweak it and find something that I'm really good with. I really enjoy this setup I have right now you're seeing on the screen. Basically, I have like a long-range laser that I just focus fire on them when they try to run away from me, and when they get close, I pull out my rocket launcher and blast them in the face, and with proper accuracy, I kill everybody on the leaderboard, really. It's really awesome. This game's been such a thrill, and I actually get mad at the game when I don't do well, which most people think that that's like a bad thing, but I know that I really care about what I'm doing. If I have the time, the energy to actually get mad at it, then I really want to play some more. That's sort of my thing. It's really good so far. It's sort of addicting. I've already put in like 4 to 5 hours on it in the 2 or 3 days I've had it. Really solid. Now you might be able to see here that they have been completely leading us. Our team, we're playing capture the point here. You go to the point, you try to capture it, but that doesn't seem to be working out for us very well. We have 0 points. We haven't captured a single score, and there we go. They just got like their 5th or 6th point captured. Are they just gonna win and completely sweep us? I guess we'll have to see. I don't know though, this game has been really awesome so far. I've been trying out a handful of new games so far, within the last month or so, and I've been really enjoying myself. Besides my normal Spelunky playing, I've been trying Risk of Rain, and Risk of Rain's been really great. I've been enjoying myself a lot with it. It's a really great side-scrolling roguelike that's sort of like The Binding of Isaac. I would have wished the controls were sort of like Super Meat Boy a little more though. Anyways, so how about my other projects? Yeah, this is a really chill commentary if you haven't noticed. I'm just sort of chilling, talking about stuff as I show off some fun commentary on this game, Basically, with Uncharted, I'm going to get it back up soon. I just need to find that motivation to record it, study all the treasures, and make sure I'm doing everything right. Think of some fun things to say, some fun things to do, that kind of thing. I also have some other videos coming up. I want to do more Spelunky. The Spelunky video I did on the 1.4 update did really well. It had like about 200 or 300 people checked it out, which is really awesome. I mean, overall, the channel has been doing great since December, and I would actually like to apologize to Little Big Planet fans, that really haven't been able to get what they came for. There really hasn't been any good Little Big Planet content for me to cover. I'd cover, the DC Comics, but it's really expensive just to make a few videos on a few random superhero costumes. If it was actual level content, I promise you I'd do it. But since it isn't, I just can't put my money into that. I have to be very frugal with my money at this time of year, at this time of my life, so I have to be very pick and choosy about what I can cover when it comes to buying it. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for Little Big Planet Hub to come out. Of course, I've said it a million times. It was supposed to come out 2 months ago, nearly 3 approaching. Now with the DC Comics just about ending, hopefully we'll see some light towards that. But we can only hope, really, right? Just an update would be great, though. I would love to make more Little Big Planet videos. I have some things planned. I actually ordered my new computer earlier today, and once that's here, that might take me a little while to get. That might not even get here until mid-March, which is a month from now. And if that's the case, then so be it. But if it is the case, as soon as I get the new computer, things are hopefully going to get even better. I want to stream more than once a week. I want to do more computer-intense games. You know, my computer right now, it can't really handle doing live commentary and playing a game like you see on the screen. It can handle one at a time, but it can't handle both at once, and it can't handle it very quietly. My computer's just not optimized to be doing what I'm doing, so I'm really excited to get this new computer, and I'm really excited for it to work out for the best. So, you know, great content's on the way. It's what I've always been planning, and I'm so excited. I don't know, It's weird how doing this for so many years, just doing it more just gets me excited still. It's really cool to see. You might be able to notice now, 3,500 points the enemy team has. They are literally 1 capture from winning, and we're turning it around. We just got 2 captures. We're not letting them have it. Let's see if we're able to keep it up from them. I really enjoy my setup here though, especially if you can lure him in close, because with how my rocket launcher is set up, if I get a direct hit on them, it does take out the majority of their health. It's really cool. I mean, I wish there was sort of more sniper rifle availability in the game. Now, you can build a sniper rifle, but it's very, very hard to use in my opinion. It's very difficult to really aim with it, and the aiming is sort of wonky in my opinion. It's nothing like Counter-Strike or even Team Fortress 2, basically because it's third person, I guess, but I just feel like it could have had a better zoom-in system or something. I don't know, maybe if I mess with my guns a little bit more, maybe I can find a really good setup. It's hard to toggle too many things though, because I have to buy the majority of the parts, not with real money, but with in-game money. It's still worth it to try it out though and try to get a really good gun setup. I've been really enjoying it. I've been playing it with a handful of friends as well, and it's overall really, really cool. Another thing I like is just how you can run around in this third-person kind of setting. There are different maps. This one really isn't that good of an example, but just some of the shortcuts you can take on the terrain by just jumping at the right spots at the right time, and how you can avoid or even run away from certain enemies just with how you react and how good you are at platformers or platforming is really cool. It's not just about accuracy and aiming and knowing how to build your gun. It's about knowing how to control your character perfectly, and that's really great. I mean, that's just another fairity of it, is there's no classes that this game is bound to. So there's not like, Pyro's overpowered or Scout's overpowered for the situation. We all have the same setup, we just have our own different guns that fit our playstyle, and I really, really enjoy it. You can see now we're on this middle point here. We almost get caught off to the halfway point. We're at 1,500 points now. That's our 3rd point captured, and we're not going to let it up. We're not going to let it up without a fight at least. It's funny though, because for this first majority of the game, it just seemed like our team didn't know what capture points were, but then suddenly we're like, oh yeah, those are things. So what else do I have set up? One thing, you can see something really funny. When you're low on health, you get these funny animations. Right now, I don't even have a head. I'm a brain with eyes. Isn't that silly? I don't know, I think it's just really silly. I don't know, that's another thing about the game though that reminds me of TF2, is just this natural silliness that it has. It's not afraid to be a really seriously fun and competitive game, but still have this wacky element to it. But I get really into it, I get really competitive, and I really just want to get the top of the score. I want to be the team player. I want to be able to kill all the dudes and get the top score, get all that recognition. I don't know, that's just kind of the player I am at the end of the day. It's too bad that I usually don't get too much time to play many competitive games. I don't know, it's like, I like competitive games, but at the same time I also like single-player experiences, so it's hard to find a mix of that. I mean, I think I should just balance it out, play more competitive games, but not stop on the single-player games. I've been consumed by games like Risk of Rain and Spelunky lately, though. I used to be huge in Dota 2, and it was the same thing, very competitive. Also, I just denied that guy his health back, that was awesome. But you can get other things. You have grenades, but I use my grenade slot to get a shield. You can also build turrets in that slot, and you can also have other things. I think you can have like disguises and stuff, and that's funny. I haven't looked into it, so I'm wondering if it's like the spy or if it's invisible. which both would be like the spy technically. But I don't know, is anyone out there listening still playing TF2? Do you guys really think it's gone downhill like I think it has, or am I just full of baloney? I don't know, I just have been out of TF2. I don't have the motivation to play it anymore. But I mean, for the 400 to 500 hours that I did, I really enjoyed it, and I feel like I got relatively good at it. I remember I was considering going into Highlander or just some type of competitive, more serious competitive settings, but I just never took the steps to do so. I did try to take those steps in Dota 2, and it sort of worked out pretty good. I mean, we learned how to do a team, but it's like the amount of years and just time you have to put into Dota 2, develop as a team, to develop as a player, is extreme. You need to put years into Dota 2 to really be that good. So to see this game is really nice. One thing about this game is it might not be the most competitive game out there, but it's very pick up and play. I can pick it up and still be pretty inclined with knowing what I'm doing because of how simple the game modes are and how, I wouldn't say it's skillless, but it doesn't take that much skill to really know what you're doing. I mean, I feel like I have a pretty good grasp on what's going on really quickly. Like, within my first hour playing, I knew exactly what was going on, and I really wasn't questioning anything. And I really, really enjoy it. That's like the third time I've said that, but I think you're getting the drift. Ooh, looks like I died there. I missed my, lost my arm. Another thing though is that it's fast-paced, it's action-filled, and that's something I've missed in games like TF2, where it's like as soon as I die, I get back up, I'm back in the action, I'm exploding dudes, I'm dodging explosions. It's so much of a rush, and I love it. And look at this, 3,000, 3,500. We're now tied. We've gone from a 1 point from winning the game flat, no like response from the other team, to tied. We completely turned the game around. We're looking for the next point. Spawn is relatively close, so we all rush over there. We see all the enemies coming in. I'm going to be able to scare that guy off right there, especially if he comes around like he is. And there we go, get the slam down with my rocket. Start laser shooting him. We're all focusing him down. What teamwork? See, this is the thing, is it's all about capture points. It's all about proper teamwork. And you can see me chatting in there, wow, what a comeback. And it was true. I'm really proud of this game, and I was really happy to show it off to you guys. I really enjoy Loadout so far. It's really great. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a like. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.